Creating a WordPress menu sounds simple until you're staring at 5 different settings with no clue where to start. We've all been there, spending precious time clicking around, just trying to add one page. In this video, I'll show you how to build a clean, clickable navigation menu in just 5 minutes, no matter how your site is set up. Okay, so I've just logged into my demo site and you might be able to see on this site already that I am using the Astra theme on this site right here. And that means I'm using the classic theme. And with classic themes, the menu settings are found underneath appearance. So if you hover over appearance and then menus right there. If you don't see menus and you see editor, then your theme is using full site editing. And you'll want to jump to that part of this video, which I cover a little later. But if you see menus, then click on the menu option right here. Okay, and that's brought you to the menus screen. And the first thing we're going to cover is the 2 tabs up here, edit menus and manage locations. Edit menus is where everything happens. Manage locations, if I just click on that, shows you all the locations that you can assign a menu to. And this completely depends on the theme you're using on your site. So with Astra, you get theme locations such as primary menu, secondary menu, logged in account menu and footer menu. So if you want to add links to your footer or your menu to your footer, that is where you do that. Okay, let's move back to edit menus. Okay, so this is where you're going to build your menu. And see, the first thing you can do is select a menu to edit from the drop down here, or you can create a new menu. I actually have a menu on this site already set up. You'll see it right here, the main menu. I'm going to create a new menu. So to do that, you just need to click on the create new menu link. And now you can start creating your new menu. The first thing to do in this is give your menu a name right here. I'm just going to call mine menu. And then once you've given your menu a name, just click the create menu button. Now you've created your menu, you'll see that this section over here has opened up, and this is where you can start adding your items to your menu. So the column over here is where you add menu items, and the menu structure right here is where you'll see a visual representation of what your menu and the order of those items. Under the add menu items here, if we just close the pages tab, you can see you get some different options. You can choose to add pages, posts, custom links or categories. We'll stay with pages and posts on this one. Just click the little drop down arrow right there to open it up. And then under pages, you'll see you'll get 3 other options. You'll get most recent pages, view all pages and search. So if your website has a lot of pages and you need to look through them, instead of scrolling through the list, you can search for them by clicking on the search tab here, typing it in, and it'll find those pages for you. I'm just going to move to most recent, and then this orders your pages by the most recent pages that you've created. So if you don't see any of the pages you want to add to your menu here, click on the view all tab and that will show you all the pages on your site. Okay, now we've got that out of the way. How do we add a page to our menu? Well, it's super easy. All you have to do is click the little checkbox next to the page you want to add to the menu, and then click on the add to menu button. And then in the menu structure here, you'll see the item has been added to the menu. You can then do that for all the other items you want to add to the menu. So for this example, I'll add the blog, the about, the contact, and the training page as well. And for good measure, I'll add the product page as well. Then I'll just click add to menu button. And all those items have now been dropped into the menu. And you're probably thinking, Ryan, what if I don't like the order of these pages? Well, it's super simple to fix that as well. To reorder your menu, just click and drag the items over each other until they drop into place. And you'll see as I'm doing this, the item either has a little highlighted section below it that stays in line with everything else, or if I move it across towards the right, it has more of an indentation. And if I drop it in place, we'll now see that that item has now become a sub item. So if you drop it more to the left, it's going to be an item to itself. But if you want to start nesting pages within pages on the menu, so you keep your menu nice and clean, you have 5 to 7 items on it, and then you want to nest some more pages under those items, you can do that by grabbing the item and moving it slightly to the left, and then that will make it a sub item, which then opens everything up for you to have a drop down menu on your site. So I'm just going to move everything into place how I want it on this site. Okay, so now I've added all those items to the menu. If you want to add posts to your menu as well, you can do that. So just click the arrow there to close the pages section, then click the drop down to open up the post section. And then it's exactly the same with pages. Just click on the checkbox next to the item you want to add, and then click on the add to menu button, and that will drop that item onto your menu as well. And you're probably thinking, wow, that's a massive title to have in a menu. So how do we edit items within the menu? Well, to do that, you just click the little drop down here for that item. I'm going to scroll down a bit. And now you get the option to change the navigation label, so the label that people see on the menu. So you can change that to whatever you like. You can also choose to whether it's has a parent category. You can reorder them by using this menu order drop down right here and selecting the order. And then if you want to remove any items from the menu, you can click the remove link right here, and it will remove it from your menu straight away. Once you're happy with the items you've added to your menu, which I am right here, I think it looks really good, you can then move down into the menu settings. And the most important thing here is the display location. Now, I already covered this, but there's several different locations you can assign this menu to. The main one you want to use, if this is your main menu on your site, is the primary menu option right there. Just check that box, then click the Save Menu button. And it's as easy as that. You've now added a navigation menu to your site. A couple other things I just want to cover right here is what if you want to add custom links and categories to the menu as well? Well, you can totally do that. You just close the pages section right here. You open up custom links. And then if you want to add something like a link to your Instagram feed or YouTube or something like that, you can do that by adding the URL. So for instance, I'll just add in for YouTube, and we can just pretend this is someone's YouTube channel link, and they can call the link text videos. And then click the add to menu button, and you'll see that the custom link item has now been added to the menu structure as well. So I'll just remove that for a second, clicking on the remove link. And the same with categories as well. If you click the drop down next to categories, you can add any categories for your blog post to your site as well. That way, by clicking checkbox next to them and then clicking add to menu, and then you'll be able to display those category pages in the menu. Okay, and to see how this menu looks on our site, we'll just head to the site itself. So just click on the visit site button here, and we can now see that we have that menu in place in the order I put it in the menu settings. Fantastic. Okay, if you're using a block theme like 2025, you won't see menus. Instead, under appearance, you'll see editor. Okay, so if you didn't see the menu option under appearance and you saw editor instead, no worries. I've just opened up my full site editing demo site to show you how to edit a navigation menu using the full site editor, which is what you've got. So if you went over to appearance and saw the editor, just click on that. And then that's in your full site editor here. And over here on the right is what you can currently see on your site. And you'll see up here, there's a navigation menu. And this menu for this demo site has been created from just the latest pages that I've been adding to the site. I haven't got very many because obviously it's a demo site, but I've got an about and contact page that I've added to the site. And also a sample page was added when the site was first spun up. So how do we edit this? Well, we just click on this header section right here. That's going to open the full site editor for this. And then you can see it's highlighting the header section. If I click on it, it will go into the header options, and we can choose to change the style of the header if we want. We're not going to do that in this video. What we're going to do is hover over the navigation menu right here, click on that, and now you can see we've got the settings here on the right hand side. And you can see we've got a navigation menu settings here where we can click on the edit button to edit the navigation menu. We're going to do that. Now that's changed to the navigation menu settings. And if we hover over any of the items, you'll see that we can select them. So we've currently got the navigation menu selected, and we've got the toolbar for that. If we go over to the item, we can click on that item, and we'll see a different toolbar for that item. So for the about page right here, we can see the settings on the right hand side as well. So you can change the text for that item if you want to. So you can call it something else. So you can call it about us. You can change the link that that menu item links to as well. And if you want to change any of the typography settings and things like that, you can do that in those settings as well. We just focus on the toolbar here for a second. We want to add sub menu items, so a drop down to this item right here that we've got selected. There's a sub menu button within the toolbar that you can click on that, and then you can start adding other pages to it. And you can see there's a little drop down arrow there to signify that you're starting to add pages, sub pages to this menu item. Now we've currently got about us, contact, and sample page. I'll just click back on this settings right here. So go back to the navigation menu settings. You'll also see that a way to add more pages and items to this navigation menu is the add block button here, very similar to when you're editing your site in general. You just click on that, then it gives you a quick and easy way to add more pages to your navigation menu. That way you can search for them if you've got a lot of pages, and you can start adding them as you want as well. If you want to remove an item from the navigation menu, you can do that by clicking on that item. Just make sure it's selected, then click on the three dots and then click delete. That's going to remove that item from the navigation menu. If you want to add a custom URL to this menu, there's another way that you can add menu items. So if you click on the menu right here, you'll see under the navigation menu settings, which you've seen a bit before, under menu, there is an add block button here as well. If I open that up, it then shows you the additional things that you can add to this menu. So not just page links, which is what we've just covered, but custom links, submenu, buttons, page lists, search, and a whole host more. Custom link, if we just click on that, you can see we get a temporary item added to the navigation menu. All you need to do is just type in the URL that you're going to link to. So like in the last example, I'll just link to YouTube. And then once you've added the URL, just hit enter. And then that's added that custom link to your menu. If you want to change the settings for that, you can click on the item right there, and you can change the text. I'll change it to videos. And then that's added that into the navigation menu. If you want to reorder any of these items as well, just hover over them or click on them. Use the drag item in the toolbar to drag those into place. So it's very similar to the classic theme menu editor that I showed you earlier. It's just more to do with blocks and moving them around. Super easy, super simple. And then once you're happy with your menu and you're happy with how it looks, just click the save right there. It'll ask you to save again. Just click save again. And now that has been saved. And you've now edited your navigation menu. And we can head back to see that in the live view of the page as well. So you just built a clean, powerful navigation menu. Remember, you don't need a developer. You just need time, tutorials, and a little trial and error. So go test your live menu, tweak it, and own your site navigation. Drop a comment if you've got any questions or if you got stuck, and don't forget to subscribe for more WordPress tutorials. I've been Ryan, this is WP Beginner, and I'll see you in the next video.